What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, as well as a stretching Luca. And we're returning to the self-titled Black Sabbath album, 1970. Thank you again to Mr. Solo. I've enjoyed the bluesy sound beyond what I expected based on my sense of this band's reputation. I know they're considered by many to be at least one of, if not the first heavy metal bands. But the blues rock sound, which I do get that was essentially the origins of this band, it has exceeded my expectations, even though I did that video reaction to start with, which Han Solo also shared, and that gave me a sense of, whoa, not only are some of the stylings very blues rock, but Ozzy's vocals in particular really had that sound. So yes, I've enjoyed this album opening, and it, as I said, is blending a couple different styles beyond what maybe I knew or expected in advance. In any case, the next tune on the album is N.I.B, and it is written as an acronym. I've never heard of this acronym, so if it is a particular phrase with cultural or historical significance, I'm not aware of it, so I'll have to see what I can catch on a first listen, and perhaps it will be made clear what the acronym means. In any case, let's give it a listen. This is Black Sabbath. The tune is N.I.B, and it's from their 1970 self-titled album.
Oh yeah!
maybe my favorite on the album so far. So again, a mixture of blues and heavier rock sounds. And I feel like the blues angle is especially relevant here because that idea of the devil offering you a world and a life you've never known if only you'll take his hand, and he's promising you he you won't regret abandoning the life you've had for something that is beyond what you can ever know, but going with him to the end of time, meaning this is a permanent decision you won't be able to go back on. It's very much part of the blues tradition, and I think immediately of Robert Johnson, who quite famously sold his soul, so the story goes, to allow him to play music the way he did. So yes, it feels like there is definitely an overt blues suggestion of being at this crossroads, maybe both physical and metaphysical, moral and what's the right word? Existential. So yeah, it sounds like it's Lucifer offering a life beyond what might normally be possible to you, the listener, and there's a bit of danger in the sonics, not only an allure, a really gripping type of sonic atmosphere which speaks to the idea of being tempted or enticed, but knowing that there might be some peril, or again, an inability to go back on this choice even if you want to, that you might be committing your soul to this Lucifer to eternity should you be enthralled to the point where you're willing to take his hand. So it feels very apropos sonically to what I took away from the lyrics. Now maybe there's some elements I'm missing thematically, but again, it sounded like the musical making a deal with the devil, and it sounds like, at least what I took from the lyrics, that is the story here. So again, a very strong blues rock feel. I love the guitar not only in that 4-note or chord rhythm of the heavier guitar sounds, but then flourishing up in a solo type of character at a number of points, and then all of the sonics really intensifying and getting a bit more frenetic at some moments. So it feels like we're being mesmerized and enticed by the devil, by the possibility of a life beyond what most humans will know, though again, maybe with an eternal price tag associated with it. So definitely a really compelling tune vocally, and I love there's those moments where Ozzy's just giving those vocalizations of, oh yeah, like he's feeling it, he's embodying the character that he's speaking as, and I enjoy his bluesy type of delivery. But again, you can hear some of the guitar work and sounds that feels like at any moment it could break into a faster, more heavy metal type of sound, even if it doesn't fully do that. As I said, it gets more intense and a bit more frenetic at some points, but it never becomes, like a fast new wave of British heavy metal. It just has that blues rock at the crossroads of hard rock type sounds. So absolutely love this one. As I said, maybe my favorite on the album so far. Looking forward to more. Thank you again to Mr. Solo. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.